I love this forest with passion.
Every day you go out, you just never know what you're going to find. And it's always something really special.
It's a place where things grow, where you see the landscape constantly changing. You see the seasons. You know everything by name. It's something that is precious and meaningful. You're connected to it.
The valley itself out here is 120,000 acres. We're on the Valley View Angus Ranch up here in Sierra County in the Sierra Valley. And I've lived on this ranch about 45, 47 years now. And still I'm learning different things out here.
My great-grandfather homesteaded up here in 1854. We owned 920 acres of marvelous forest land in Northern California, east of Redding. We established our first sawmill here in 1897. This was the only place I ever knew as home. The forest is changing. It is no longer a natural forest.
The forests are disappearing more and more. There's less of all of it. There's more people, there's more houses, there's more pressure on the environment.
We're losing thousands of acres of beautiful working forest lands every year to subdivision and development.
Ranchers and people that own big tracts of land, they want to be good stewards of the land. And that's where Pacific Forest Trust came in.
The mission of the Pacific Forest Trust is to sustain America's forests for all the many benefits that they provide. And one of the key tools that we use is a conservation easement. Conservation easements are a partnership with private forest landowners that help them dedicate their lands to be forests forever, that ensures that it will remain as forests and guide how that forest is managed.
This ranch was the first conservation easement in this whole valley. It turned out that the cowboys and the conservationists all wanted the same thing. They just didn't know it. 23 years later, there are 42,000 acres that are protected in this valley.
Conservation easements give them the resources to do the kind of restoration and maintain that land over time to ensure that their forests are a legacy passed down to future generations.
Nice fancy hook here. Right here is a perfect example of the willows coming up. They were always here, but they were chewed down so far by the cattle, there was never anything here but dirt and grass. But look at how it's all grown back.
Imagine for a moment what it would be like without conservation organizations such as Pacific Forest Trust that are actually working on behalf of forests.
So the Pacific Forest Trust and the landowners all share the same ideas: to take care of the land, to use it wisely, to use it to the benefit of the land and the people.
I've watched Sarah, my granddaughter, grow up here and gain an understanding of this property and land, and watching it change even in her lifetime. We are the custodians of this land. We are the caretakers of this land, and you have the potential to make a difference. She is the person who will take my place in the management of this forest land. She loves this place, and love is so important as a part of that landscape, that you care. And I look forward to her carrying on my tradition.
I just want to thank the Pacific Forest Trust for really having the foresight to be able to see into the future and preserve these places before it's too late.
I think that we have more hope now than there ever has been. We're gaining more and more knowledge and understanding of the world that we live in. I think that I'm making a difference. that our family is making a difference, and you can make a difference too.